WJBF Live Viper 6 is another clean sweep of the CSRA. The rain has moved on out. You're watching WJBF News Channel 6, where you get your most accurate forecast first. As we get through today, 40s, 60s, and then 68 degrees by 4 o'clock.
Now on Good Morning Augusta, a jubilant morning for many after the capture of the Boston Marathon bombing suspect. The crowd applauding, "We are Boston."
Live from Television Park, in high definition, the station you count on. This is WJBF News Channel 6. Good morning, Augusta.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Archit Seshadri. This morning, one of the two suspects in the Boston Marathon bombings is waking up in a hospital bed. Police took him into custody yesterday after a dramatic manhunt. We go right now to Marcy Gonzalez live in Boston with the very latest. Marcy, good morning.
Good morning. The suspect shot at police as they closed in and said nothing as they took him into custody. His capture bringing some comfort to this community this morning. Thank you. Celebration and relief. The second suspect in the Boston Marathon bombings off the streets and in custody. 19-year-old Johar Tsarnaev was found hiding in a boat in a yard in Watertown, Massachusetts last night, arrested after Boston and its suburbs were put on a day-long lockdown. More than 1 million residents told to stay inside as SWAT teams went door to door searching for the suspect.
It's unbelievable. You know, I was cooped up in my house for the last almost 24 hours, just wondering if the guy was in my backyard, if he was, in my garage or in my neighborhood.
And he was cowering, bleeding after a shootout with police hours earlier that left his accused co-conspirator, his 26-year-old brother Tamerlan, dead. Investigators say they tracked the pair down after they executed an MIT officer, then led police on a wild chase. Tsarnaev, an ethnic Chechnyan and U.S. citizen who's lived here for more than a decade, got away, but not for long. His arrest praised by the president.
We've closed an important chapter in this tragedy.
And by this community, still in mourning.
It brings a sigh of relief, and I think that it really allows us to start the healing process.
And the suspect is hospitalized this morning, but we've learned the FBI has asked hospital officials not to release any details about his condition, so we still don't know if the FBI has been able to question the suspect about his motive. Live in Boston, Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News. Now back to you.
All right, Marcy, thank you so much for that update. As the dramatic events were unfolding last night, we spoke with some people in Boston, including a woman who lived in Watertown, just blocks away from where all that gunfire erupted earlier on Thursday night. And she said SWAT teams and officers were out there on full force, and she said it even looked really scary to look outside the window. We also caught up with a graduate student from Augusta who's at Leslie College in Boston. She says the entire city of Boston and the areas around Watertown and Cambridge were entirely quiet.
I don't have a TV. A lot of people my age don't have a TV. This is how we find our news. And so there's been a lot of communication that way. It's crazy. I keep reading all this stuff online, and I keep having to remind myself that I'm here, that this is going on right around me, and I was right there on Monday.
And new this morning, as many people across the world are breathing a sigh of relief. And here right at home, Augustans are getting ready to raise money for a lot of those Boston Marathon victims. News Channel 6's Ashley Bridges is out at the Augusta Market live right now this morning. Ashley, this morning's run is all about helping and remembering some of those victims.
Arshith, it is. All across the country, people are channeling their grief and their fear into ways to help those victims. And I'm here with one of WJBF's own, somebody all of you recognize, our own Chris Kane, to hear about what's happening right here in Augusta and how you can help. And Chris, Augusta's runners, they aren't giving up either.
No, runners in this town are some of the most loyal people I know, some of my best friends. And when the tragedy occurred on Monday, got in touch with a few of my good running friends and Heather DeChico from the 888 Run Group that runs here every Saturday morning at the Augusta Market. And we wanted to do something, so we came up with the Run for Boston, a 2.5 mile run or walk. And there's no registration fee. It's open and free to the public. We're asking you to come down right now. All you have to do is show up, simply make a donation. We're giving away red wristbands and headbands. You make a $5 donation, you get the wristbands. If you want to donate more, we'll throw in the headband as well. And when the tragedy occurred on Monday, EMT officials tagged the victims with these red wristbands. So it's a very significant thing that we wanted to give away today.
And that's a way to remember to make a difference. And you can come out here, you can show your support, even if you can't run. I'm not a great runner. You don't need to be. You just need to come show your support and give your donations and make a difference for Boston. Archith, we look forward to seeing you back out here in just a few minutes with somebody who was actually at the Boston Marathon and is now running here.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much for that. We'll check in with you soon. And just again, a reminder, the 888 Run for Boston starts in less than an hour this morning at 8 o'clock. This is again at the downtown Augusta Market. That's on 8th and Reynolds. The 2.5-mile run marks the time the Bobs went off in Boston at 2:50 p.m. this past Monday. And as Ashley mentioned, even if you are not a runner, it's okay. They are leaving some time for those who want to walk, and they are accepting donations. All of that will be going to victims and their families in Boston. And a local group needs your help to support our nation's heroes. The Augusta Warrior Project is trying to raise more than $300,000 to continue the program that helps vets transition back into civilian life. WJBF News Channel 6 will host a telethon to help AWP this Tuesday, April the 23rd, and you can donate from 6 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Jason Appy is in the forecast center now with your weather on the 6s. And Jason, it's a chilly start this morning. You know, definitely feels a little bit cooler, not like spring like the past couple of mornings this past week.
It sure is. 7:06, 46 degrees. The rain has moved out of the CSRA. Temperatures are on the chilly side. Certainly a chilly one to start your day, but a good day for a walk or a run, especially down there at the 2.5 walk run. 45 in Augusta, 48 in Evans. Here's the live radar network. That rain has moved to the east offshore of the low country. It is now just moving through Myrtle Beach and Charleston. It will be gone within the next couple of hours. Here's the forecast today. It is a sunny sky all day. Temperatures in the 60s for highs. Nothing close to the 85 that we saw yesterday, Archith. So everyone, when I get outside today, it's a really nice day. A little bit on the cooler side.
Still a good day to go out and run and support all those victims.
Sure is.
Thank you, Jason. Now, what is your comfort food? Your favorite comfort food? Well, George Escala takes us out there somewhere with some local folks and who eat to feel better coming up. One who ran the Boston Marathon this past Monday. Stay tuned for that.